Well, welcome to the 700 Club. Today is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and many Americans are enjoying some time off. For hundreds of thousands of federal workers, well, it's another day without pay.
Democrats rejected President Trump's latest proposal to end the shutdown. They have a counteroffer on the table, while the Senate will consider the White House's plan this week. White House correspondent Ben Kennedy brings us the latest.
Majority Leader Mitch McConnell plans to bring President Trump's latest proposal to a vote this week, despite criticism from the left and even from some of the president's strongest supporters on the right. Conservative media commentator Ann Coulter tweeted, "Trump proposes amnesty. We voted for Trump and got Jeb." Vice President Pence defended the president's plan, allowing for 3 years of protection for some 700,000 Dreamers.
This is not amnesty. There's no pathway to citizenship. What this is a good faith effort.
That effort, unveiled by President Trump over the weekend, also includes $5.7 billion for barriers along parts of the southern border, funding for technology to protect ports of entry, money for additional immigration judges, and even a 3-year extension for temporary protected status.
This is a common sense compromise both parties should embrace.
The vice president calls the measure a bipartisan effort based on talks with Democrats.
And what the president presented yesterday really is an effort to bring together ideas from both political parties. I think it is an act of statesmanship on the president's part.
But Democrats want a permanent solution for Dreamers.
He's the one who got rid of DACA protection in the first place.
It was effectively saying, look, I created a problem by taking away protections for Dreamers. I'm willing to undo part of the damage temporarily that I have inflicted.
While several Republicans say they're on board with the plan. Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi called the plan dead on arrival, spelling out her disapproval before the president finished his speech. Now, Democrats plan to counter with $1 billion in border security. They'll propose legislation this week offering support for the 800,000 federal workers who aren't getting paid. Ben Kennedy, CBN News, the White House.
Well, while the Republicans and Democrats duke it out, we don't have a government. And my fear, and I think many on Capitol Hill fear this too, that it will take some kind of disaster to bring us to our knees and bring us to a negotiating table. I hope that doesn't happen, but if we don't have TSA being paid, if we don't have our air traffic controllers being paid, are we literally having a recipe for absolute disaster? I hope not, but I hope also that we get quickly to a negotiating table and hammer out a deal. In other news, Rudy Giuliani and special counsel Robert Mueller have something in common. Well, they're both disputing a media story about Michael Cohen's testimony to Congress. John Jessup has more on that story from our CBN News Bureau in Washington. John?
That's right, Gordon. Speaking on NBC's Meet the Press Sunday, Rudy Giuliani said the president and Michael Cohen may have discussed his testimony beforehand, but added the president did not instruct Cohen to lie.
Categorically, I can tell you, his counsel to Michael Cohen throughout that entire period was tell the truth.
This after the special counsel's office disputed a media report by BuzzFeed. The report claimed Mueller's team had proof the president told Cohen, his self-described fixer, to lie. In a rare move, the special counsel's office issued a public denial of that report. Well, much of the nation finds itself in a deep freeze today. An Arctic blast following a deadly winter storm left more than a foot of snow in some areas. The snow and ice resulting in dangerous air travel conditions over the holiday weekend from Missouri to Maine. Airlines canceled more than 3,500 flights over the weekend. This morning, hundreds of more flights canceled and more than 1,000 are delayed. The travel obstacles could continue into tomorrow as the freezing temperatures threaten to bring dangerous ice to the roads. Iranian ground forces in Syria launched a missile against Israel Sunday. Israel's Iron Dome intercepted the rocket near the Mount Hermon ski resort in the Galilee region. Monday, Israeli forces responded with punishing attacks against Iranian military targets in Syria. The Iranian attack came after Israel struck other targets near the Damascus International Airport. The chief of Iran's Air Force says the military is impatient to attack Israel and, quote, ready to wipe it off the earth.